chemistry. I go by the name of Miles. Over there is
Marcel Williams.
Yes, sir. And today's special guest is Meek.
I am.
Awesome. Great. That's great. That was a great introduction.
Thanks, Don. Put your lips on the mic for me, though.
I'm sorry. That was a great introduction.
Oh, you didn't have to get louder when you got to
Oh,
the
sorry.
mic. You just had to
Sorry.
get closer to it.
There we go.
Right. Meek is, I don't even know what to call you, Meek. Meek has her own YouTube channel where she does reaction videos and talks about relationships and black love and what's going on in the climate and whatnot.
I love black love.
Me too, but it ain't been going right, honey. Well, let's just talk about it.
Please, well, what hasn't been going right in the world of black
Women.
love? Oh my God! Whoa!
What?
I'm
That's
just keeping it
crazy.
real. See, on my channel, we just keep it 100. May I introduce myself? I'm sorry, you did give me a nice introduction.
No,
can I
but
introduce
just
myself?
You're probably
Okay, so I am Meek. Yes, I have a YouTube channel called Real Spill with Mills.
That's what it's called.
I'm on Instagram _Millie the Goat.
Yes.
TikTok _Millie the Goat. But yes, I just really just, do reaction videos to relationships, advice that people be giving out. You know what I'm saying? And, I just react to it. And I don't do a lot of women reacting because it just don't go well.
What do you mean women reacting?
There's a lot of women out there giving relationship advice and it's not good.
Like what? What's some advice that women give?
I don't know because I don't listen to it. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Okay, for me, it just be like women. They like to say
Put your lips on the mic.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
They like to say if a man doesn't do this, you should leave him, or if a man is not doing this, and this, you shouldn't be with him, or And it's it depends on the situation for real. So.
It do.
It does. It's very, very situational. Okay. Well, one person that you do talk about a lot, or you do reaction videos to, is the late Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace to the Godfather.
Oh.
Because he taught me so much. I got my teachings from him and
Too
another
soon.
lady called Love Dorsey. It was too soon.
Way
He
too
just. Rest in peace to the Godfather.
Man,
Period.
such a very controversial person. Why do you think Kevin was so controversial?
Because he kept it 100. He didn't sugarcoat women. And women, people would just see clips, but women would actually request to talk to him. So if you're requesting to talk, then you need to be able to accept what's coming to you. And he's gonna ask you what's your dress size, and you know what I'm saying. And women, they offended by it, but it's
yeah. Why do you think women are offended by what he was saying? Because basically, for those of you who don't know who Kevin Samuels was, he had a platform where he would talk to women, mainly black women, about the dating market and how they are and how they're perceived and whatnot. And he would say, I guess it was perceived as controversial because it's things that you don't or aren't supposed to say to women. So why do you think a lot of women, had a problem with what he was saying?
because it's sugar coated. Women are used to being sugar coated. They're not used to hearing you're fat. They're not used to hearing that. They're used to hearing, girl, you look good. You know what I'm saying? No. It's for real. And it's women tell other women lies. Basically.
I was just thought
agree
that's what
with
you
it.
was going to say.
You thought that's what
Not
she
what I
was-
think. I just thought that's what you
It's
was
in my
going
mind.
to
Okay.
It's in my mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
That's what they do. And they sugarcoat it. So it's when he was giving it to them, they're not used to that. They're not used to hearing none of it. So
It is. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think the world coddles women? Why do you think people don't tell women the truth?
because they're in their feelings. They don't want to hurt the women's feelings because they know that we're emotionally driven. So I just feel they don't want to hurt their feelings. That's what it's given.
Whoo, Lord have mercy. Okay, what made you start Real Spills with Mills?
So basically, I was going through depression. And I was I'm very angry and I'm very mad. I'm just very mad. So I decided to get a therapist.
What were you mad about?
So basically, my boyfriend had got shot and killed a couple years ago, and I
didn't
saw
see that
it
coming. I'm sorry.
Right, I saw it happen. So like, it was very like traumatizing to me. So I was very angry and I was mad with everybody. Like, I couldn't keep a relationship for nothing after it. So I was like, I think I need therapy. So I actually got a therapist and I made sure that he was a black man because I felt like I didn't have a father growing up. So I felt like I needed to talk to a black man to actually understand like men and understand like what's really going on out here. So I went to therapy. I actually cut it kind of short, which I don't think I should have did. But he kind of encouraged me to start Real Spill with Mills because I was telling him like I really like Kevin Samuels. Like I watch Kevin Samuels a lot. I watch all of his lives. So I'm like, I want to put something out there to like help people with their relationships. And he was like, do reaction videos. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So yeah, I started reaction videos and they've been going crazy.
Yeah, they have. I caught a couple, and yeah, they were so very interesting in what you were reacting to and what you were saying. You definitely, even we're friends on Facebook as well, and a lot of things you may post, you do go, pretty hard on black women and specifically. So why do you think black women have a hard time like in the dating market? Because it is perceived as black women are as at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the dating market, as far as like who people actually want to marry, not the sexual market, but like the dating market and relationships and whatnot. They're at the bottom. So why do you think that is the case?
Because we're masculine, and a lot of us grew up with single mothers, so like they raised us to be tough. Like they raised us to be like, don't let nobody run all over you and stuff like that. So it's like we bring that into relationships, and like no man wants no masculine ass woman. Like that's just it. Like that's really just it. Like can y'all agree to this? Like
Miles, can you agree with?
Can you agree to this?
Well, I don't think I would enjoy a masculine woman in a relationship. That doesn't seem fun to me at all.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. But when you say these things, like something like that is controversial. Like people will look at that as, well, why are you calling us masculine? And then they'll get into a bunch of reasons of why they're masculine. But to me, that doesn't change the fact that you are masculine. You may have these reasons of single mother and you struggled and hardships and all that, and it's like, okay, I get why, but that doesn't mean somebody has to accept that.
Right. I used to be masculine. Like I can't lie, I used to be one of those people.
All right.
What are you trying to say? Anyways, I used to be masculine. Like I used to, especially in dating. But like, I just understood that that's not what men like. Nobody want to deal with that. Like y'all want to be leaders. Like how can y'all lead the woman if she want to be controlling, if she want to curse you out, and she not acting? No, absolutely. In her feminine.
That's like one of the like I was just talking to a girl about that like 2 weeks ago. She's just turned 31. She's just now realizing that, men don't want that in a relationship. And it's like,
and around that time, it's a little bit,
that's crazy.
It's running its course at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why Real Spill with Mills, I want it to be more towards like women, because it's like, we gotta learn this early. Like you can't hit 30 and be like, he don't like no masculine woman. Like sis, you should have been doing that at 25. You feel me?
Well, I can't disagree with the comment that was said. Well, I guess we went over that. Like, how do you think women got to this place as far as, because when you talk about dating, like dating is a very big topic right now with, with social media and everything. Like there's a bunch of podcasts talking about dating. There's always people debating online about dating and relationships and stuff. And it's always people are throwing the blame like back at each other. Like men are blaming women and women are blaming men. Like how do you think we've gotten to this point where it's just nothing but you're to blame, you're to blame, you're to blame?
That's a good question. I just think that sometimes people need a finger to point something else at. They don't want to look at themselves, right?
That's human nature.
See what did I do wrong in this situation? Like, what exactly could I change or fix? You worried about what the other person was doing instead of looking at what you was doing in the relationship. So that's why fingers always pointing. But yeah, especially with women, they don't want to accept accountability for being wrong. Hell no.
It's a curse word.
Hell
Goodness.
no.
Where you come from? That's crazy. Hey, what in the world?
I told you I got my teachers from Kevin Samuels, okay? Like, I'm on it.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like, as a guy, it's like I'm trying to not be biased with this topic, but as a guy, it's like I date women, you know what I'm saying? I don't date men. So when women always try to like turn the subject around to men, it's like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to a bunch of niggas, you know what I'm saying? I've never intimately been involved with guys. So it's like, I'm sure there are problems with guys out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that there's a lot of fucked up niggas and stuff, but coming from a guy who he dates women, it's like I deal with these problems, and these problems are like the highlight of today's culture. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's been cliche to talk about men, like men ain't shit and men are dogs and men do this and this and that. And now that the topic of, women problems are coming up, now it's like it's so controversial and it's such a problem. But for all these years, you know what I'm saying, you've been able to say all this shit about men and it's never been, you know what I'm saying, like a fucking, you never heard us like, oh, well, why y'all talking about us and all this stuff. But now when you talk about women, it's like, you get canceled for it, you know what I'm saying? You get all of these fucking issues for it. And I mean, that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on, because you're a woman with these type of views, and that's kind of, I mean, so to say, it's kind of rare these days.
We don't have accountability, so it's like it's hard for us to be like, we did this wrong in the relationship. Like, we're always gonna blame the man. Like, he did this, that's why I did this. But it's like, you could have did something before that, to like not even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? If you would logically think with your brain, then, and with not thinking with your feelings, then maybe, things could have got resolved. But women just be, I don't know. I'm trying to change the narrative because I don't like it. I'm tired of seeing
either. I agree.
Women without men, and men going to other races because they feel like black women are too difficult. Like, we don't need to be difficult.
That's a big narrative that black women are difficult and hard to deal with. And I mean, personally, I don't want to go to another race. I hate that is the narrative, and there is so much bashing and blaming out here. Like, I really, once again, like you, I guess I want to be a part of the solution and not the problem. But
for sure,
it's like you have to be able to look at yourself first to be able to come to a solution. And no woman, well, some women, but most of the women that I talk to, it always ends in basically fuck you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically, fuck what you're talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, none of that is the problem and none of that is the issue. And it's just, I don't know, it's just...
Yeah, I also think that women don't understand men. Like, they don't understand the biology of men. So it's like...
Shit. I mean, oh, man. Hey,
yo.
I can't deal with it.
Okay, well, Meek, do you think you understand men?
I'm learning. I'm getting there, but I definitely understand the gist of it.
What have you understood about men so far?
I understand that men like to have sex, and it may not.
Whatever you can say next, don't worry about it. You there? You got it. If you just understood that part.
Yeah, I understand that men like to have sex, and it might not just be with you. It's like men like to have variety in their life. So, that's what I've understood about men. Like, it's a thing. But it's like, it's in y'all nature. Like, it's biology. It's not just like, oh man, cheat.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Why do women have a problem with that?
Because it's not in our nature, and if we did it, we'd be called hoes and you know what I'm saying, bitches and all type of stuff. But it's like, we're not the same. Like, the rules that apply to men don't apply to women. The rules that apply to women don't apply to men. So, like, we can't keep comparing ourselves or saying like it's a double standard because the rules are not the same.
They never ever have been.
They've never never been the
They
same.
never have.
If we
In
go
life.
all the way back, like
All of a
George
sudden, we
Washington
pretending
had
like
multiple
everybody's equal.
bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, what else? What else have you learned about men?
that men like peace.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all about peace.
Nothing like some quiet.
I'm talking about just some peace. Like, why you gotta bring, like, men just work 10, 12 hours and you want to argue about what happened on Instagram, why you like this
Could
picture.
you agree that women are the exact opposite? Women like chaos. Women like drama.
You know, yeah. I feel like it's exciting to women. Like, yeah.
It's very much
Yeah.
hardwired biology that women love chaos. Women love the drama. They're addicted to it. Obviously, look at all the reality shows that we have. Look at everything that in a woman's life, it kind of gravitates towards drama. Everything in a man's life gravitates towards peace.
Yeah, for sure. I never thought about that like that, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why y'all like that?
I don't know. I just feel like it's just an understanding of what men want. Like, we don't understand that. Like, we haven't gotten there to the point of understanding like what a man really
like
wants.
what was the question? Like, why do y'all like drama?
Why do we like drama?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I guess it's like an adrenaline rush. Like, I guess that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. I try to like stay away from that stuff. Like, when it comes to like the TV shows and like stuff like that, I try not to watch that stuff because it's like.
Well, unfortunately, that's rare because they're doing great.
Yeah.
Because who's the audience for that stuff?
For sure. It's women.
It is absolutely.
For sure.
But once again, you say these things and most of the time a woman will turn it back on you or try to deflect and not agree with these, I guess logical facts that are being stated right now.
Yeah, for sure. I get backlash all the time.
I'm sure you do, and I'm very much sorry that you do. Like, honestly and truly, anybody that I have seen or researched that talks about this or states
Facts.
it's not even like we're saying, oh, nobody likes black women and black women are beautiful and black women aren't, what I'm saying? Like, once again, I want a black wife. I want a black woman. I don't want to go outside of my race, but it's in the current state of dating, it's kind of fucking hard because I deal with the same shit with each fucking woman that I date.
Wow. So, why do you attract these women?
Whoa, didn't see that one coming. It's a common denominator, though.
I like self-reflection, so I just be trying to figure
absolutely.
out.
Okay, so look, I do self-reflection, and here, so it's not like this is. It's not.
Come on now.
It's not like it's always the same type of woman.
Okay.
It's in every woman that I date. Like, it's very well. The last woman that I dated, she's like the one exception in the past. Maybe. No one put a timing on it, but in the past, time or whatever. And yeah, she didn't have those views. I'm saying? She didn't look like that. She was very feminine. She was very. Wifey material. She did.
Okay, where's she at?
Well, she got 3 kids, and I just couldn't get past that, so we had to move on.
Okay, awesome.
But once again, she's with her, like, she's learning it past her, quote unquote prime. Like, she's 34 years old. She has 3 kids. With 2 baby daddies that are terrible, like, in her 20s and stuff. So she fucked up, made a bunch of mistakes in her 20s, and now she's finally realizing and understanding her mistakes and stuff. And it's like, as a person who doesn't have like that much baggage, it's like, okay, it's hard for me to
that's a lot going on.
Come into that situation. Sure. But once again, that's outside of her, this 34-year-old woman with 3 kids who has all of that baggage. All the single women, all the young women, it doesn't matter what type of woman that I date, it's like eventually I come into those same type of issues.
Yeah, I think it's in every woman, But we have to have like self-control. Like a lot of us don't. So it's like it's gonna come out, and the bitch gonna be
eventually like
this crazy, or she gonna be this crazy. It's definitely about controlling emotions, though. Like, and a lot of women don't have that. They don't know how to.
That's what it's always about.
Yeah. What's wrong?
He better this, so don't worry about him.
You okay?
No, I'm good, man. Just man, hey, you know, it's just hard, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Nigga trying to find a wife, you know what I'm saying? And damn, it's hard to fucking come by. Even if you, and then a big thing is like women don't or women won't allow themselves to lower their standards. And like most women's standards are.
When you say lower our standards, what do you mean?
So most women kind of have the same standard. They want a man who is tall. They want a man who is.
You don't make that cut, huh? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Tall is relative. Depending on how tall she is, you know.
Right, like.
No, I don't though. Technically, like women want a guy who's 6 feet. They want a guy who's 5'10" and above. And I'm 5'7". You know what I'm saying? So I've heard that.
My man.
You see me in person? What do you?
I just never heard the number. You know, hearing it just.
Yeah, nigga, you look down when you talk to me. That's fucking crazy.
Man.
Height is a big thing. Money is a big thing. A lot of women want a guy who's making, you know, 100,000 plus a fucking year, and that's not the average fucking.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
You said what?
That's good money.
It's great money, but that's not the average income of. You know what I'm saying? A person, period. Not even just a man, but just a person, period. And a woman wants a man who makes more, at least as much as them or more than them. And women will not. And then, you know, each woman is different as far as the tolerances and, you know, certain things that they want, like characteristics like in a man. But those, you know, main things, like they're not willing to go under that, even though the average is 5'8" and, you know, making $30,000 to $50,000 a year. Like most women are going to end up with the man like that, or they're just going to be single.
What do these women bring to the table?
Shit.
I'm sure there's a lot of women who bring a lot to the table.
I'm sure a lot of guys make over 100 too, but I mean, the average woman, what is she bringing?
What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah,
that's a great question.
I'm a man and I can't really.
What do you see them bringing?
What do I see women bring to the
what do you
table?
See them bringing?
I mean, certain. Okay, in general, no, I'm gonna say in certain women.
Okay.
Have, you know, those qualities, you know, the wife qualities as far as, you know, they're able to take care of a house, they're able to cook, they're able to clean, they're able to bring the nurturing aspect. In general, most women don't. You know what I'm saying? Most women, but like we just said, most women don't know what a man likes. Most women don't know. They think they bring the qualities that they want to a relationship, but the qualities that they want in a relationship is not the same qualities that a man wants in the relationship. So that's where the disconnect always happens. They think, oh, well, I'll have my own money and all this. And it's like, you know, most men won't give a fuck if you have your own fucking money. It's like, I'm the breadwinner, I'm the provider. Like, you know what I'm saying? My money is our money. Your money is not fucking our money. That's just, you know what I'm saying, your type of fucking money. And it's just not it's not, I don't know, nigga. I honestly don't know. That it literally is a question for a woman to ask. Like, I don't know what they bring to the table.
What y'all be bringing?
You know, I can't speak for others because,
of course
but what I'm bringing is, you know, the basic stuff, which is cleaning, cooking. I'm bringing peace, though, because I don't like all that chaos. You feel me? I understand that, like, men, sometimes they're in, like, I feel like men reach their peak at about 35, you know? So, like, around, like, these 20s, they still in a growing period. Like, they trying to get what they gonna do together, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, either are you gonna be willing to sit down and wait for that, or you want somebody that's already established? If that's the case, you gotta get somebody that's 40. And women don't want to date men that old. So it's like, what y'all want at this point?
I don't think they know.
They don't know. It's weird. It's right. I just feel like you must understand a man to be with one. Like, you have to understand what you're dealing with.
Here's the question. Why don't you think women take the time to understand men? Because we have to take the time to understand women to attract you, to get you. There's the lowest denominator man can understand a woman because he's trying to get that woman. But women will not take the time to truly understand what the fuck a man wants. I've talked to so many women and I'm just looking at them like, you really think a nigga like wants this shit? Oh yeah, he wanted to, no, he doesn't give a fuck about nothing that you're fucking saying.
Yeah. I think because we feel like we already know, or we feel like, you know, because we got pussy that's enough, you know, my shit good, so that's enough. And, you know, it's not enough, like, because
that's wild.
As I said at the beginning, it's in a man's nature to want pussy, like, so.
That's crazy.
But why not understand a man? Why not be like, okay, oh wait, you said because you think they already know.
We already know.
I can honestly sit here and say, with all of the female friends that I have, I don't think most women understand men even a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I had to do my research on it. Like, I literally had to sit back and, like, figure out, like, what does a man want? Like, the biology of a man, for real. Like, a man's nature and everything. Because it's like, I want to be with a man, but I don't know what he like, and I don't know what he wants. And I'm just here, like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like, women just think that they know everything. And it's like, bitch, you don't know nothing. For real though, you don't know nothing, and you need to do your research because you barely know yourself.
No.
And so,
Preach, pastor. That's crazy. That's wild. You say
I'm just saying.
Goodness gracious.
And you know, it do go back to like single family households, like the woman. You know,
look, we could sit here and talk about the reasons all day long. Like, there's always a bunch of reasons of why, but until you take the time to find a solution and change, there's no point in talking about the fucking reasons. And
for sure,
I've talked about reasons so much with women, and nobody, when it's time, like, okay, well, what are you gonna do different? And it's crickets. It's like, well, no, what's for me is going to be for me, and it is what it is, and the right person will come along.
Yeah, all that is BS. You gonna be by yourself with a dog, by yourself, claiming you got a whole bunch of money and all this, and you just gonna be by yourself. Like, that's just it. Like, we want companionship. Like, families and companionship is important to a woman. That's like our nature. So, like, when we start going outside of our nature, it's like, it's weird to me. Like, when women be doing, oh, I should do it too. He cheated on me, so I go cheat on. Like, that's weird. Like, you going outside of your nature. You gonna let this man turn you into a hoe? That's weird. Like, that's not right. What is wrong with y'all?
Man, real spills with Mills.
It go down. She go all the way in
the building, man. Tell them where they can find you at.
Listen, you can find me on YouTube, Real Spill with Mills. I am on Instagram, _Millie the GOAT. I just hopped back on TikTok, _Millie the GOAT. Hit me up. You feel me? All right.
Yeah, send her some videos to react to and whatnot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This has been
spicy.
A great conversation. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody enjoyed it. You know?
Oh, last thing I want to say, protect black men, because black men are so important, and when they go out here to this world, nobody don't protect them. So us as black women, we should be protecting black men. That's all.
And there you have it.
There you have it. All right, this has been another episode of Chemistry. We'll catch you in the lab next time, man.